Figure it out, bitch.
Perf.
I'm a little sweaty. Not because
I
it's
have my
topic,
fan
but like it's
remote.
just warm in my house. And my fan is in my bedroom and not in here. And this shirt is pretty thick. I have to show
What
everyone.
does that
I'm
say?
sorry, but this is a Philadelphia Eagles shirt,
duh.
my fave football team. But this is like a really oversized shirt. And you know, my new thing is like crop tops. So they have this little contraption and it's like a stretchy like bungee cord that you like cinch to your belly and then you tuck the shirt in and then you get a crop top.
Wow.
So it's
Did
like,
you see that on TikTok?
of course I did. But yeah, I have like this little like band around me and I tucked the shirt so it can be like a little cropped because otherwise it's like down here.
A t-shirt
So,
dress.
Yeah, but like I was an oversized shirt girl for many, many years and I still am, but you know, I'm stepping into my crop top era and the people are loving it. The people are really
I love
loving
it.
it. And I'm loving it too. It's like something I had to get used to, like having
Some may
my
say better late
skin
than
out.
never.
Yeah, I mean, listen, never too late to get on the crop tops. But yeah, I had to get used to like having my skin exposed, like in public. But I'm like, you know what? Like girls wear like bras out. I can
Bando.
show a little bit of a skin, show a little belly. So yeah, but that's
I love that journey for you.
Oh, me too. Me too. I get a lot of compliments when I wear a crop top because it's like I guess like people aren't used to it. It's like so not like me because like I said, oversized queen over here. I went from oversized 2XL shirts to mini shirts. So, but you pointed out we're like kind of matchy with the graphic tees.
Yeah.
We are so in sync. We're here.
Gave it to me. Fleetwood Mac. Philadelphia Eagles.
Same but different.
It's very us.
She messaged me because I posted my hibachi night yesterday, and she was like, "I wish I was there." And I was like, "Next time you're in Danielle."
Oh wow.
And she was like, "I wish I was at your party." And I was like, "Next time you're in New York, I'll host a hibachi party for you."
Can we like that's literally Danielle's favorite thing.
Wait, no, that's my favorite thing too. And last night the food, like I've made hibachi before. This one was the best. I'm like getting better every time.
Wow.
This was top tier. Like you go to like Benihana. That was me.
Wait, do the people know what you did? No, right? We didn't just.
No, I mean I just casually mentioned I did hibachi night last night, but I hosted a hibachi party for my friends, and I was the chef.
And she was the chef. How
I was the chef. I had
iconic.
the hat and everything.
Like I never even considered thought of that as an idea, and that is so epic.
I love it. And my friends were all for it. I threw the idea out there to my friends like, "Oh, we should have a hibachi party at my house." And they thought it was going to be like where you hire someone. I was like, "No, I'm going to be the chef."
I thought that too for like a second.
It was me. I was the chef. My grill and everything.
Great. That is so great.
The older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing I am becoming my mother. But like not in the worst way.
That.
Like she's a great host. She is like the hostess with the mostest, and that's me too. She rates me right. Everyone's like, "What can I bring?" And I'm like, "Nothing." Like literally don't bring anything, but also you better not show up empty-handed. Like that's, common courtesy. You don't go to someone's house empty-handed. That's how I was raised. But I don't need you to stop and get anything. I got the ice myself. I got the food. I got the drinks. I hate when people are like, "Oh, can you get this, this, and that?" I'm like, who's hosting the party? So
word.
I host a great little get together. We played some card games, like Cards Against Humanity. I won, of course, because I'm just so funny. And yeah, I've had a pretty eventful. The weekend's not even over. I've just been rocking and rolling. Friday, my sister came over. You saw we made friendship bracelets.
That's everything.
I
didn't get a picture.
Oh my God, I'll show you. I have them? They're like on the table over there. But we have to do another night of friendship bracelet making because it's time consuming. It's a lot. And like, it's just, we are older and our hands are bigger and the beads are minuscule and we're trying to like thread the bead through the string. And my sister has like one good eye. So she like has her glasses off and she's like, so we have to make more bracelets, but we made some cute ones and it was fun. And then today I have my first basketball game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why we're doing this at 11 a.m.
Right,
because I have my
right.
basketball game.
Right.
I'm excited. I
You're
haven't played organized basketball since high school. So I'm just like doing the most. I'm really, I don't know what the fuck happened to me since I turned 30. I was like, I turned 30. I need to do all the things. All the things. But you know what? Like, I guess on the surface, it could seem like I'm doing the most, but I feel more balanced than ever. Like, I feel like I'm really balancing out hobbies and work and like downtime. And I'm in like a really nice triangulation right now of the three of them. And knock on wood, Lord help me, I'm not feeling like overwhelmed or anything. I'm not feeling stressed. And I'm just
I'm in a great stride too with routine and stuff.
I love it. And it's
Mercury's at a retrograde. That's why. And the shadow period.
Yes, it's done. It's over. Goodbye, bitch.
We get to live.
See you never, bitch.
Literally. Ugh.
But no, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like I'm really leaning into like getting rid of the limiting beliefs in the sense of like, I have to work this many hours and you have to do this in life and you have to do this. And it's like, what can I do to make me feel good? And I'm gonna do that. And I'm really leaning into that. And the outside noise, the peanut gallery is kind of like, you know, they have things to say. When I tell people I try to work 25 hours a week, they're like, that's it. I'm like, yeah. Your problem with that is what? So I'm just like shutting out the outside noise and doing what makes me feel good. And I feel really good. I'm in a really good headspace. So
good. Love that
for me. Love that. Okay, I was just talking for 7 minutes.
You're fine.
Your turn.
I don't. Where do I begin? Actually, okay. I have shocking news.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
People are scared.
I broke my weed sobriety.
Oh, you know what? It's okay.
I knew you were gonna react that way.
Because I was thinking about it yesterday.
Oh. Like,
but
meaning, like, oh, you too. I thought you were going to say, since you knew I was with Antonia, I thought you were going to say you had a feeling that might happen.
Oh, well, I just figured, I saw everyone was, like, over your house. Not even them, but, like, you had people over. So I was like.
I was definitely a bit tequila drunk as, like, the starter of it. But I'm still, like, kind of processing it, but I'm not,
it a good
like,
high at least?
It was fine. It was fine. Like, it wasn't, like, bad. Was it worth it? Like, it kind of just is, like, what it is. Like, I don't, like, I'm not, like, regretting it or, like, sulking. And before I did it, it's like, I'm gonna do another 45 days without it. Like, I didn't wake up today, like, thinking about it or, like, wanting to smoke, where, like, normally I would, and it would kind of start the cycle. Like, I kind of just feel like I'm just, like, done with it, and, like, it was the social settings, realistic time to do it.
Yes, yes. I think that's okay. And so, I'm glad that you're not, like, beating yourself up, because it's fine. It's fine.
But
it's fine. Everything's fine.
The worst part of it was seeing the 45 days go to zero.
Oh, that's honestly low key, like, stopping me from doing it. So my friends were over, and there was 5 of us together, and only 2 of them smoke. So I said, do any of my smokers want to have weed? Because I have pre-rolls, like, that I haven't smoked. So I gave them one, and my friend, she's very considerate. She was like, is this going to bother you, like, if we smoke it here? And I was like, no, it's fine. And they, like, went around the side of the house, and I was like, do I, like, hop in and 2P? But I was like,
imagine you and me did it the same day.
Billy, I really heavily considered it. I really did. But
that is so
I was like,
funny.
I was afraid. Now I'm afraid that I'm going to smoke and freak out. Even though I don't think I'm going to.
No, I was definitely afraid, and it kind of started like that. Like, I was like, holy, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But like, I really snapped out of it kind of quick. But, like, it wasn't, like, the best high feeling of my life or anything. Oh, I was just going to say something, but I forgot.
The marijuana already kicking in.
Oh, my God. I think I was mostly worried about it, like, oh, like, is this gonna kick off my routine because I've been in such like a good like thing, but like that was just me like getting all negative, and everything is fine. Oh, what I was gonna say is that like now that I did like the 45 days and like I'm starting at 0, like I'm gonna try to like not even like think about that app and like the counting of it, and I just like
Yeah.
wanna like live my life. Like my biggest thing was not thinking I had self-control to even do it in the first place.
Yes. And now
And
you've shown
again,
yourself you do.
yeah, and again, like I'm already like I'm not trying to go back into that lifestyle like at all. Like I've been really happy, and I think like me starting to finally write my book like triggered this like happiness and joy and new like passion. And I would also like to announce that I am doing 12-3-30 again. I'm actually I did it 4 days in a row. I just call it 12-3-30. I do
You're
like
going on the treadmill. That's what you're
I'm
doing.
going yes. I'm going
But
on the
it's 12 through
treadmill.
30.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Always.
not stress myself out. Like I just as long as I'm going on the treadmill, that's all I give a fuck about. Like I don't
Just keeping active.
I do it on a 6 elevation, which is high, and I do it at a 3.0, which is like a pretty fast-paced walking.
So the 12-3-30, it's 12 elevation?
It's 12, like that's
Jeez.
crazy. Yeah.
12 elevation, 3 miles per hour, 30 minutes?
Yeah. So I do.
And is there like any scientifical fact behind it, or this bitch just made up 12-3-30?
It's really hard. So it is a workout. I've literally only truly did it a handful of times, which I know that I can, but like I'm just not that aggressive. Like I don't care. I never make it lower than 6. So I would say I do 6-3-30.
Okay, that's better than
for the
nothing.
most part. And
That's
like
better than
I'll bring
0.
yes, I'll bring it to 12. I like to start like the first 5 minutes, 12-5.
Okay.
And then I'll bring it down, and if I feel like putting it back up, like I feel like putting it back up, which I usually do like one more time. But I'm just happy to be on the tread.
Definitely.
Treading.
Definitely. I was walking this week, but I figured since I have like basketball and I had my softball game this week, like I can chill with the walking. But you don't have an Apple Watch, do you?
No, I haven't.
Because like I'm obsessed with like tracking my steps and everything. And there's on the newer Apple Watches, they give you this like health thing. It's like called your VO2 max, which I don't really understand what it is. It's basically like the oxygen in your blood. And for a while, mine was like under average, like below average. And it's like a really hard thing to get up because it's like just consistent cardiovascular activity. And now my VO2 max is above average. I'm like in the average.
Good.
But that's over the span of 6 months of me like really, doing cardio. And I on one of my walks the other day, I started like running and I wasn't out of breath in like 30 seconds, which was great. And I like ran for a little. I'm like, look at me. I was never that kind of girl. I was always sucking wind, like like, yeah,
well, that's excellent.
No. So I feel good. We're doing good. Go us.
Back to like the weed thing, I had munchies for the first time in 45 days, and it is not the vibe. I went to bed, my stomach like was protruding, like I couldn't breathe. I was like, this is so disturbing. We had McDonald's. We had McDonald's. I had nuggets. I had McDouble. I had fries. I had a McFlurry.
It sounds so
I had
good, though.
I had
and
pizza earlier.
So hard.
It was. I had pizza earlier. I had antipasto. Like it was crazy.
You had a day. You had a munchy day.
I really did. And that was the first day that I didn't go on the treadmill. So it was just a free day. I'm going on the treadmill today. I'm not smoking today.
Good. Back on.
I might go to dinner with them tonight. So, oh my God. But
willpower. Come on. Willpower. You don't.
Right.
You can say no. You can say no.
Okay.
And that's like I feel like you would feel really good after, like if
I
they were like, come on, and you said no.
No one commanded me. Like,
okay, good.
Also, I didn't think for 1 second like I was gonna do it. Like it kind of all just like happened in the moment. Like there was no pressure. I was just like kind of clicked that I knew that I was going to be okay and feel fine. Like, we're just moving forward.
Yeah.
Like I did it and now we're moving forward.
Forgive and move on. Good.
Have fun for a second and then move on. And it wasn't even like that, like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, I'm glad you moved on. Also, real quick before we start talking about our topic, yesterday when my friends were over, we did like that candy trauma dump salad thing. Have you seen those videos? Where like
No.
people will like bring candy like and they'll say something traumatic that happened to them. Like this isn't real what I said, but this is like an example. They'll be like, my name's Alexa, and when I was 13, I got hit by a car and I had to get 6 stitches in my head, and I bought the gummy worms, and they like dump it in the bowl. You haven't seen any of those videos?
No. Oh
what the hell? So me and my friends did
it,
that yesterday, and it was honestly hysterical.
Is that
I'll
a
send you the
TikTok
video
thing?
after. Yes, it's a TikTok thing. We can't post it on TikTok though. It was for ourselves, and we just wanted to do it. And then we have a giant bowl of candy. I have a giant bowl of candy now because we did it here. So
wow. No, I never saw that. That's really
oh
cute.
my God, no, honestly, they're really, some of them are like, damn, trauma. Trauma.
So, book club update.
Okay.
We said that next time we would have a date. We would have to finish it by October 1st to 6th, and the episode would be October 9th. But are you into this idea?
Yes, but I want to say something, and you know what? You might get offended. But since you do audiobook, I feel like you're cheating. Like, I'm reading the book, and you're over here listening on, like, 1.5 speed, and you're like, I did 6 chapters, and I'm like, I read 3 pages.
No, I mean, you could listen to it too.
No,
like,
I know I can, but like,
I'm not trying
don't
to
hit me the same.
No, yeah, I was just telling you that like I'm listening.
No,
like,
I know,
vibing.
but
I've
when you told me how far along you were, I was like, he's fucking cheating. Like he's literally cheating. I got so mad. Because obviously, physically reading, sitting there looking at a book takes longer than.
I am mad that I doubt you even read 3 pages.
What? You're mad at what?
I said I'm mad that I don't even think that you read it at all.
Oh no, I was reading it.
Oh, you've been reading?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing it on the treadmill, and it's been like.
So you were mad at me because you thought I wasn't reading?
Yeah, that's why I was like, are we really gonna do this or not?
Yeah. Listen, if I say something, I'm
not literally mad. I'm kidding.
Are we fighting right now?
I said I'm not really mad. I'm kidding.
No, I know.
But it's been like a good like thing for on the treadmill listening, doing the habit, listening to the habit. It's been a whole.
And you
vibe.
feel like you're retaining it?
Yeah, but I do want to say.
I don't know. I feel it. Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
I did also want to say that I kind of think it's a little basic. Like, it's not really that phenomenal. Like, I'm surprised like 3 million people bought it.
I feel like I read the first 75 pages and I don't have to read anymore. I feel like it's just going to be reiterating the first few chapters.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like good like nuggets in there, and like I'm enjoying it. But like I get to like also just like I'm listening. Like you have to like really.
And also like I don't know. I guess we don't have to go into it. I guess I could save my critiques for when we're having that episode.
But we're on the same page. We're still doing this, and
yes,
that's good. Okay. The last thing I wanted to say that almost kind of goes into the single life topic, which is partly of why I could be single. This would have been great for the hobbies episode, but I didn't even realize that this was a hobby, and I never even knew that this was a thing or a word. Do you know what tapophilia is?
I feel like I've heard of it. I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't think you're going to know what this is. It's like the love of cemeteries.
Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely not. So like I have this weird
Stop trying
thing.
To be a vampire. Okay.
I guess it's like my Buffy roots, but I love cemeteries. Like,
I feel like
this
is something you should be telling a therapist.
No, and I feel like the weird thing is it makes me feel so alive.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can see like the irony in that, you know, like you have that come to light moment, like, damn, like everyone in here is dead and I'm alive.
Yeah, like, and like it's just in a beautiful place. It's like such a nice walk. I love walking. But like I literally, if I'm on vacation going places, I love to make it a point to visit a cemetery.
Okay, like that's weird.
It's a thing and I'm so happy.
Listen, I'm sure it is for fucking freaks. No kidding. That's
no, like,
could never be me.
I made it a point to go to the cemetery in Copenhagen. It was one of the highlights of the trip in Copenhagen. I don't know if I told you this in real life or in the podcast. It was a whole new world. And there, like, they relax and chill out in the cemetery. I literally went through a bush and there was all beautiful people laying out, like, reading.
Interesting.
Like, it was the coolest, nicest cemetery I've ever seen. And I wonder if I have a vlog of that because I miss it. But I'm just so happy that to know that there's actually a word for it and like that it's kind of a thing. Now, like, I wish I could have a whole YouTube channel of going around the world doing cemetery vlogs.
I mean, you can. Nothing's stopping you.
But like,
I don't think you need any more YouTube channels. No more.
I know. But like, there's just something so interesting about you're like reflecting on life and like
I
it's
get
just
what you're saying. I kind of had that moment after my grandma's funeral, and like we were at the cemetery, and it was a really nice one. And like there was a pond, there was turtles in the lake, and I was just like looking
I love a
at the
pond
turtles.
in a cemetery.
And I did have that like, I guess, humbling moment, like, damn, like you live your whole life and then you just end up in the ground. That's it. But I'm the opposite of you in the sense of like, I'm very emotional. So like, I'll go there and like read the headstones and I'm like, this person was only 12 years old. And I'll start crying for Mary Beth Elizabeth, who I don't even know.
The people that really take it seriously is looking at the tombs and researching them and learning about the people, which I find is such a cool, interesting way to honor someone's life. Because usually when you're dead and you're forgotten about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's an art and a beauty to it.
So I'm going to take it that you want to be buried in a cemetery.
No. Well,
really?
I've actually said I want a mausoleum.
Oh, okay.
My own personal Mozzie.
Okay.
But I might be on like burning, what's it called?
Cremate.
Okay. Yeah. I might be on the cremation journey just because it's most realistic and like everyone could have like a piece of me. But one thing I'm against about that is I don't fuck with spreading the ashes.
Interesting.
It's fine for people if that's what they want to do. I want to be contained in different people's things. Don't throw me in the water, in the dirt, like a bush. Like, I don't like that. Like, I'll travel on my own. On a tree, like
pictured Billy's ass being sprinkled in like a fucking random shrub.
I
don't know. I guess, teach their own.
It's totally teach their own, but like we put some of my grandma's ashes in the water in Brooklyn. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Ew.
Like, no. I think that's what she wanted. So it was like, whatever, like to each their own. Yes. Like it's the end of like the neighborhood where there's like a beach that we grew up in. Mm-hmm. But like, I really don't like that because you're going to get blown into places that you don't want to be.
I saw a video like literally this week. And it was like one of those like stupid people on the internet videos. And this girl had ashes and she didn't want to get her feet wet. She was at the shoreline of like the water. And she was like dumping them and they were just blowing.
And they blew back. That happened. I'm pretty sure that happened too. I don't like that. So I will be in a beautiful urn.
Okay.
Or you could put me in a necklace or like put me in like a diamond.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you could.
I think for me, like.
You could put in ashes and tattoo with me. That's a thing.
What? Where do you find these things?
I think my Aunt Katrina actually did that.
She would. She's a crazy lady in the best way.
Yes. You were saying something?
No,
you were going to say something?
I was just going to say that when I was younger, I always thought I wanted to be buried But then the older
same.
I've gotten, one, the expenses through the roof. Two, the sustainability. There is just not enough room in the ground. And like, what, you're just going to throw me in a box in the ground? So I think
don't
I'm
like
just
the
like,
idea of rotting.
I guess. I don't really care so much about that. More of just like, why am I going into the earth? You know, I don't know. But I think now it's just like, throw me in a cardboard box, burn me, have me in, you know, whatever jar you want. But I would want to be spread in different places, but like not all of my ashes, you know, like a little here, like Salt Bay, like do a little of that, you know.
Yeah.
I think like in the ocean, I do love the ocean, but like go out to sea, make sure I'm not blowing back onto the wall. But you know, I wouldn't even be mad because I like the sand too. Like I like,
you become
you know,
the sand.
Yeah. Oh, that's ew. Like, do you think I'm walking on ashes when I'm like walking on the sand when I go maybe?
We'll never know.
I hope not.
We'll never
Yeah,
know.
I would want to be spread.
But apparently you're swimming in it.
Yeah, I guess I am. Well, I don't swim in the water here, honey. Let's get that straight.
Well, yeah.
But okay. I never said hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Young Millennials Podcast. I'm Lex here with my co-host Billy. I never. Oh my God, we got almost a half hour into it. We just. Oh, I lost you.
I was
yapping the whole time.
I was gonna remind you that right in the beginning because I thought you were gonna just go into that first, but then I forgot.
Oh my God, how will they know who we are?
Maybe the title.
Yes, maybe the podcast episode they clicked on. Okay, but I had other thoughts, but we're gonna move on. Okay, so we've been talking so much about relationships and finding a new man, finding a new lady, and
Doomsday.
Billy gave me a good idea of talking about the positives of being single. And it's funny because before he had mentioned that to me, I had kind of been in that headspace where I was like, you know what, like, I'm not going to be single forever. And that's, you know, I get that. I'm going to enjoy being single for now because there's so many things about being single that they're great. They're really great, especially being single as an adult.
I even wrote in my notes, it really is a precious thing to like have our alone time. Like obviously in a relationship you get alone time, but it's different. Like you know it's coming. Like you are truly
you always
free.
have to consider someone else. You always have to consider someone else. You can't be selfish, you know? Yeah, this is something that I've been kind of basking in because I know it's temporary and I know at some point, hopefully, I will meet someone and we will be together for the rest of my life. That's my goal. I believe in monogamy and being one person. So that's the goal. And I know one day that will happen. And I'm enjoying it now because I'm never going to be 30, young, hot, and single again.
For real.
So this week, I don't think I told... No, I told you. I've been telling everyone, but I haven't told the podcast. So it's football season. I love football. It's also baseball season still. I'm a sporty girl. So I don't watch TV in my bedroom. So I had the brilliant idea of taking my bedroom TV and putting it in my living room next to my living room TV. I think I might have just told you.
No, it's on the pod.
Oh, well, I've been like really enjoying it because if I had a girlfriend, she'd be like, get the fuck out. You're not doing this. You're literally not doing this.
No.
So like, every time I put those two TVs on, I'm like, this is the life, man. This is so good. I love this. Like you can just really see how happy I am talking about it. Like it's such a simple thing, but like it wouldn't fly, you know?
It wouldn't make sense, no.
Yeah, but like I could do whatever the fuck I want. And that's what I love. Like I literally could do whatever I want. Like if I want to go out randomly, decide at 10:30 at night, I'm going, you know, out to see my friends. I don't have to ask, not even ask for permission, just tell anyone like, oh, I'm going here. And it's so freeing. If I get caught up at work, I don't have to call someone and be like, oh, you know, sorry, babe, I'm running late. Like none of that. I love not having to answer to anyone. It's really like, when you think about it, it's just like, it feels good after being with someone for years.
For years, yeah. I always say, and I might have said this before, the best thing that ever happened to me was becoming single and finding myself, figuring out who I am. And like, reappreciating my personal space time.
Yes.
And like realizing and how much like I love that, and kind of connecting to like inner child again, and just becoming me, because you like, it's so scary how you like kind of lose a piece
you
of
lose
yourself.
You lose yourself. You really do. And I am realizing I'm the kind of person that I guess kind of morphs to who you are. I'm not like I'm not putting on a mask completely, but I'll lean more into your interests and things that you like, because I think that's what you do in a relationship. You know, you want to do things that make your partner happy, and
ideally it's a
you put
compromise.
yourself on the back burner. You put yourself on the back burner, and becoming single was like the best thing for me.
Same.
I literally would not be the person I am today if I didn't have that like long stretch of time a few years ago of like being single and learning how to be alone, because I was hyper codependent on my ex-girlfriend. Like, had to be on the phone all the time. I would be freaking out if I was home alone, like I can't be alone. And now I'm just like, don't talk to me. My phone's always on do not disturb. Like, I don't want communication with the outside world, and I love it.
I never understand relationship hopping. Like, I don't even know how that's possible.
Well, those people have unresolved traumas. That's what it is.
I guess.
And they don't want to face their shit. They want to just bury it, but you can't do it. Eventually, it's all going to come to a head. And it's, why would you want to do that? I mean, listen, sometimes like in life, you meet someone and it's like relatively quick after your past relationship. And my best friend, she kind of had that situation happen to her where she broke up and then she met someone like totally unplanned, and now like they're finally dating. But she was telling me, she's like, I realized there's just some traumas that you go through that you have to work through with a partner, because they're traumas from past relationships that you won't be able to repair without someone, you know? Whereas me, I'm like, I want to be my best self and work on all my shit before I get to someone else, you know? But I guess it makes sense.
That's really interesting. And I was going to say, it is, I guess, kind of situational. Wow, that's actually a little groundbreaking, because I've been single now for 7 years, like enough is enough. So I do kind of feel like I've built up those like personal things, and I think what would help me now is meeting someone and fixing those trauma things from the past relationship. Oh my God.
Because everyone has things that, you know, whether it's insecurities with their partner and things like that, trusting.
I have these living ideas in my head of things that I'm fearful of in future relationships because of past ones that like I want to be done with, but I can't work that out until I meet the person, and
they have to prove you wrong, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
no, she told me that, and I was like, whoa, mic drop. But she's also in therapy and she realized these things. And I'm like, good for you, sis. So, but you know, it's funny. So now she, not to keep going on about this, but she like recognizes her patterns. She's like, my boyfriend got me flowers when we went to lunch. And my immediate response was, what did you do? Like, why? What are these for? But she was like, but I know I'm being ridiculous, you know, like he could just be a nice guy getting his girlfriend flowers.
Right.
So she'll like try to self-sabotage. And I'm like, stop it. Don't do that. You know, but moving on, because this is a singles episode, not a relationship advice episode. But yeah, I just feel like I wouldn't be able to enjoy all the things that I'm doing. I wouldn't have time for it. And right now, I've kind of decided, like, I don't really want to date right now, because I know, like I said, eventually it's going to come to an end. And I enjoy too many things. I play softball, I play basketball, I do the podcast, I work. I am going to get back into the gym. And it's like in that time, like where is time for a partner? You know, I'm not the kind of person that I'm going to see you once a week. I'm going to see you a few times a week, because I would hope that I like you enough where I want to see you a few times a week, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, you and I are in like a different state with that. Like for you, like I would urge you to like stay single still. Like it's because like it has been a while, I guess, now for you, but it's fine.
But I was like half in, half out, you know, like I wasn't like
I don't
completely free of the shackles. Yes, no.
I think for you right now, being single is like a great thing and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Another thing that I love for myself, and I feel like other people too, is creative expression.
Definitely. Definitely.
When I have a boyfriend, I definitely feel like a little tainted, or like I can't go as far as I want sometimes with random things, or feel a type of way. And I guess that again just is, everything's kind of going to cycle back to,
I don't want my next girlfriend to like have me on social media because I'm cringe. Like, don't.
It cycles back to having the personal like space thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your creative hobbies and niches, that's the stuff that you lose. So kind of,
If you're not aware of it, yes. But
right.
when you're thinking about like your time, and I like to think of my time as like a pie chart, you know, like everything's a little slice, like, you know, something is gonna lose space in that pie because now there's another slice you're adding in. Something is gonna have to get sacrificed.
My brain went taking away the slice, you said add, and that just like healed me a bit.
Yeah, no,
we're not removing
take away, but
it.
you're gonna subtract a little bit, you know, like maybe equally every slice gets smaller so you can wedge in that new slice, but you're not completely removing to add.
Right.
But something is going to get sacrificed. There's only 24 hours in a day. And maybe 2 or 3 of your hours are being spent on TikTok where you're sitting on your couch. So it's like, that's not a bad slice to take away from.
Right.
So, but I try to minimize all that extra nonsense. So where now I feel like right now I'd have to sacrifice something that brings me a lot of joy. And I don't really want to do that right now. Sorry, not sorry at all, actually.
Love it. And that's how it should be.
30, flirty, and thriving.
Another obvious is saving money. Like
not
spending.
Man. You have no idea. I am that sugar dad in the relationships, but I think I wouldn't do that anymore. I recognize I have this problem where I would try to make up on my shortcomings by just throwing money at things. Like, oh, you know, I messed up here. Go get your nails done. Here's $50. You know, oh, I fucked up here. What do you want? I'll order you food. Instead of like facing what I actually fucked up. And my last girlfriend called me out on that. She was like, you just think because you have money, you can just throw it at shit and it's going to fix things. So it's definitely not.
Money
definitely
can't
not.
buy happiness. Money can't buy love.
No, money can just buy me Taylor Swift tickets, which make me happy. So money can buy you things that make you happy.
It buys you temporary things, moments,
yes,
feelings.
Definitely.
Vibes.
And I've had to become single to change those habits of mine. I'm very different with my money now where, yeah, I don't want to have a girlfriend just for the fucking financial responsibility that comes with it. But I also wouldn't want to date someone that becomes a financial burden to me. So,
right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, saving money is definitely a good one. But I'm a giver, so I naturally want to just spend it on you.
I don't know if we touched on this already, I guess. It's all kind of cohesive, but the flexibility in our daily routine / being able to truly stick to the daily routine that works for you and that you love and enjoy. Just a major plus to me. Like, I love routine, I love schedule, and kind of doing like the same vibe every day. And that's something I definitely appreciate with being single.
Is that something like you're at the point you're willing to sacrifice from?
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Shut the fuck up. But like when you say that, it seems like you're really good, like you're set in your ways. And I know you also say like, I want a boyfriend, but I think you also enjoy being single more than you realize. Because I think
I love it. I said it's the best thing that's happened to me, but like it is wearing like it's time to like meet at least people, but like what I guess time it will be when it's gonna be. And I do at the same time appreciate and love, and like I recognize that I'm not where I want to be in life in general, so like I want to keep like fighting, but there is a part of me, and this is, we're talking about single here, but like I do feel a relationship is going to also bring out a lot of positive things, obviously, I guess, too.
Well, if you have the right partner, yeah, for sure, because they should be pushing you to be better, you know, and they should encourage you to be better, and you know, you should just want to be better for them. So yes, it can bring a lot of positive things, but I lost my train of thought. But yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of a little bit going around in circle because it's like all relevant to everything, I guess.
And I'm saying all this about being single, like I'm good, I don't want a relationship, but I know when I meet the right person, I'm head over heels. Like I want to see you all the time. But I'm honestly more curious than anything to see how I'm going to feel in my next relationship, because like I said, I used to be so codependent where I was like, I want to see you all the time. I want to see you every day. And I don't think I'm gonna be like that at all. But I fear that if I feel like I don't want to see you every day, I'm going to be like, oh, maybe I don't really like them that much. I should want to see them that day, but I really shouldn't, you know? I should still want to keep my alone time.
I think that we should want to see them every day. I just think it comes down to the perfect partner for us is going to be the perfect remedy for our life.
You're right.
So like,
just think about living with have you ever lived with a boyfriend? You didn't live with your ex-boyfriend, did you?
Well, he lived with my parents in the basement at home together.
Yeah.
So I mean,
why do the gays do that? Every girlfriend that I had, like low-key just like moved in with me, and I never like said that.
That is such a
they just like don't leave.
Yeah, I don't know.
every girlfriend did that.
I mean, that's like one of the fun parts about being gay, I feel like, because it's just like
all the time we can't get pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to like that and like society of like social norms or whatever the fuck. And boys and girls are truly different animals, so it just doesn't really make sense so much in a hetero way. Especially, I feel like a straight man's mind is at like trying to like live in the basement, like they want to be with their friends, you know. And yeah, girls are doing their girl things too. But I mean, the girls would probably be more likely to do it, but that's another story.
But yeah, I just think about like having to live with someone else right now, and I'm like, oh God, honey, no, I don't want you to invade my space. I have my routines. I know, like, there's something freeing of knowing I'm going to walk into my house and everything is going to be how I left it. Like, there's not going to be socks on the floor if I didn't leave socks on the floor. There's not going to be dishes in the sink if I didn't leave dishes in the sink. And that's just a weight off of my chest every time, because when you live with someone and they're not the neatest person and you walk in and there's just dirty clothes on the floor, you're like, what the fuck is this? You know, like those little things really pushed me over the edge. So I really appreciate, I know how my house is going to be. I know what I'm walking into every day. Like, oh, it's so great. It's so great.
Yeah. I would say the overall message to this topic is love being hyper focused on self.
Yes. Yes.
That's the overall vibe of it all. When you're dwelling in down, remember
it's temporary. Everything's temporary.
And this is the phase of life.
And I do remind myself that. I do remind myself that, because like I know it's going to happen and when it's going to happen, but yeah.
You know what trips me the frig out? Like, our person is out there doing something literally
so
right
crazy,
now.
So
like,
I don't want to hear it.
Literally right now. It's
that
like
so nuts.
It's like, what the hell are they doing? But whatever.
I had a moment the other day when my sister came over to make friendship bracelets, and so this is what I do after I eat dinner every day. I like to just go on a little quick walk just to, you know, help the body.
Digest.
It's good for your insulin levels, everyone. It helps prevent your insulin from spiking. A lot of great health benefits after, you know, for going on walks after eating. So I said to my sister, who's diabetic, I was like, let's go. We're going to go for a walk. She's like, I don't want to. And I was like, no, come on. You're going to contemplate life with me at the ocean. Come on. So we walked down to the sand, and by my house, the beach, when you look across the water, it's Jersey.
Yeah.
Right? And I can't tell you how many times I just look at like the homes and stuff, and you can like see little cars going by, And I'm like, there's just people over there living their own lives, and like,
and they have no idea that you're looking at their car in that moment.
No, they have no idea that I even exist. And it's just so crazy. Like, the person that I'm eventually going to be with one day is just somewhere
out there.
She's out there
in the abyss.
It's so nuts. And like, people that you used to have in your life, whether it's exes or friends, and that no longer are in your life, like, they're just going on about their life too somewhere, and like, everyone is just coexisting in the same universe and just not in your life anymore. And it's fucking
wild.
Freaks me out. I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then like, looking over the coastline to just Jersey, I'm like, this is already so huge to me. Like, and this is just New Jersey. Like, imagine the whole scale of the world. Like, I mean, I would know. I fucking flew across the world to Australia. I was on the opposite side of the world. I was the furthest you could get from New York. And it's just like, there's 8 billion people in this world. And I don't think our brains can even process that number.
Oh my God.
We all have a story. We all have our routines. And it's just so nuts to think that there's going to be someone that loves us so hard, and someone that we love so much. And the idea of that excites me. Like, I get excited thinking about it. And I think that's why I almost force myself to enjoy being single more, because I'm like, it's coming. It's gonna come one day. So I'm just gonna really just soak it in and be happy now, because
I can't wait to find out your story of how you meet this person.
I can't wait to, like, for us to both reflect in a few years to see where we're at, and just look back on this and be like, wow, we fucking said we were gonna do it and we did it. You know? And I'm excited to just see what's to come. But again, this is a singles episode. So for now, I'm just doing what makes me so happy. And I really can say, like, since turning 30, I feel like I'm hitting my stride. I feel so good about myself. My business is thriving. My hobbies are at an all-time high. I think you need to start doing more hobbies. Like, I was just thinking while we were sitting here and you were saying something, I feel like you need to go to, like, a pottery class.
That's funny, because I looked into that this morning, and you mentioned like the whole like local library type of thing, and I saw like them like doing stuff, and like I'm so curious about those type of people, but like also like so scared about those type of people.
No, oh my God, stop. It's so fun. And like, most of the time you just psych yourself out. You're gonna go there, and it's probably gonna be older people, let's be real, you know, like it depends, I guess, when you go, because I don't know about Florida, but the New York public libraries are closed on Sunday. So if you're not going like on a Saturday when younger people typically have off, like, you're going Tuesday at like 1:00 in the afternoon, it's gonna be an older crowd.
Right.
So, but yeah, start like doing things, find fun classes, like put yourself in situations to meet someone. And that's the only way it's gonna happen.
I know, I wish I didn't have social anxiety.
Stop. But like, the way to get past it is to go through it. The only way through it is through it. I tell you this all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And I used to be anxious Annie when I went out in public, and now it's like, you know, I fucking do things alone. I go out alone all the time.
I just want to meet someone in Publix.
In Publix. Getting a pub sub.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hot.
And you're both grabbing a bag of chips to go with your pub sub. Or you're both grabbing the delicious sugar cookies that I love so much.
From Publix?
Yeah.
Oh,
don't you remember? I like literally
like,
bought an extra one to bring
in the clear,
home.
right?
The clear one, the white ones with the little sprinkles on it.
Oh,
what I would do. I can't even have them anymore because I'm gluten free.
Right.
I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna fucking.
We lost her.
Oh my God, those cookies do
like
something
you
to me.
can't even like have like 3.
I mean, listen, I can have them. I'm not going to die. I'm not allergic to gluten and wheat.
Like
it's just a lifestyle choice now for health. But I found these pills that I can take that kind of help it. Because I noticed if I do break my gluten-free, I feel it a little in my belly, just because I guess I'm not used to it anymore because I've eliminated it now for so long. But I found these pills, and I took them when I went to the Orange County Fair a few weeks ago, because I was like, I need all the fried foods. I need the corn dog. I need the fried Twinkies. I need the pretzel. I had to have all the fried stuff. So I took it, and I felt okay.
Speaking of hungry, I really want
cookie doughs.
I really want us to have I actually made a list of new topics that we'll discuss off pod, like whenever. And I really want us to do a food episode somehow. So we'll definitely we'll continue this conversation.
Like we're gonna eat together.
Oh, I didn't even mean that. But we can do something and like talk
but,
about
like, you
like,
think
food.
people are gonna want to hear us chewing on their like speakers?
I mean, that kind of there's no. I guess we don't have to do a mukbang, but I love food. You love food. I want to talk about food somehow.
Okay, we can brainstorm and think about this. We can discuss.
But I mean, I think that's really it for what I have to say this week.
Yeah, I think we touched on everything. Being single is fun. Soak it up, soak it in. Go to a pottery class. I just see you like doing pottery and like you're messing up, and then a handsome man that looks like he's in like Hallmark movies comes behind you and he's like, "Let me show you how."
I was thinking more like I do
the pottery on his
squares.
face. Oh my god, no! I could just like see you like making a bowl and it's like not shaping right, and he like puts his hands around your hands and he's like,
"Oh my god!" I just had a chill sent down my spine.
Sweating.
That'd be nice.
But you have to, in order
TBD.
for that to happen, you have to leave your home.
Mm-hmm. Facts on facts.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. But right now, we're chilling. We're chilling hard. I'm chilling with my 2 TVs. You're chilling, with doing all of your
bunch
YouTube
of
videos.
Projects.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's enjoyable. I'm enjoying my life now, and it's all temporary. Nothing is real. Everything's fine. Nothing's real.
Facts.
Okay, I gotta go get ready for my basketball game.
Oh my god!
Did I tell you I picked number 14 for Troy Bolton from High School Musical?
Oh, that's
They were like, "What number do you want?" I said 14. Normally my basketball, well, not my basketball, but normally my sports number is 13, and I was like, "No, 14." High School Musical. I think I also only joined the basketball team because I was in a High School Musical stretch that week, and I was like, you know what? This looks fun.
What time is it? Summertime.
Oh, Wildcats forever. Love it.
Forever and ever.
Okay, I'm gonna go get ready for the basketball game. I'm gonna start stretching because Lord knows I'm gonna hurt myself.
No, you'll be fine. You'll slay, and definitely
I can't wait to report back.
Yes, text me later for sure. But you guys, millennials, if you haven't, please rate this podcast. A thumbs up the video if you're watching it. Give us suggestions, whatever you'd like us to talk about in the future.
Follow us on TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube, okay? Because we're struggling over there.
Yes, we are.
I hate Instagram, but follow us there too.
No, we're really struggling on Instagram.
Oh,
TikTok's kind of alright. Yeah.
We're gonna get there, but follow us. Don't be a fake bitch.
Don't be fake. Love and light.
Peace, love and light. We out. We haven't said a quote in a while.
I said one
and
last
off the top
week,
of my head.
But
what?
Go off. I said one last week.
Oh yeah.
I said you've been slacking.
I don't know. Be the change you want to see in the world. Gandhi.
Yes.
That's one I really live by. I really do live by that. Be the change you want to see in the world.
That's incredibly
so simple,
powerful.
but so powerful.
My thing stopped.
Okay, it's fine. We're done.
All right.
Yeah. Billy.
You guys hear my voice, so peace.
Bye.